If you don't properly salt your cheese, you just have spoiled milk. My name is Caroline Hesse, and I own and operate Hesse Cheese, and we are in my warehouse in East Williamsburg, Brooklyn. At any given time, I have anywhere between 30 to 50 different types of cheeses at the warehouse. Tennessee, Vermont, Wisconsin, New York. But then we also have France, and we have Belgium. I also source a lot from Switzerland, Italy, Portugal. That's actually a pretty small portfolio for a distributor. Keeping it, under 100 helps me know each cheese really well. Mondays and Tuesdays, predominantly, I'm shipping orders out, making sure that they are getting to clients well before the weekend. Wednesdays and Fridays are kind of my admin day. Usually I'll also sneak in a few tastings with customers around those times. Thursdays is order receiving, so I'm out on the loading dock, bringing in, pallets worth of cheese and butter. Just come inside the refrigerator. So it's never completely full because I'm always moving product around. But the way I have it organized is I like to keep the kind of soft, bloomy cheeses right here because this is where the fan hits. And this is a style of cheese that just needs a lot of airflow so it doesn't over-ripen. So these are like the little guys from Wisconsin. So these are like very moldy. Nothing's wrong with the mold. There's nothing on the rind that isn't also inside the cheese. And so you just just to get some of the fluffies down, it's ready to go. And then this is the butter wall. So all the butter is on here. I sell about 700 pounds of butter a month. Yeah, but this doesn't look like that much butter, but I sell a lot of it. Okay, this is to me like the most beautiful thing in the whole world. This is a 5-pound butter ball. Plowgate Creamery, they're in Vermont. This is like 89% butter fat. And I think it's the best butter that's being made in the US right now. It's incredible. So I have 5-pound wheels and I have 16-ounce little portions. And then sometimes I even bring in 4-ounce ones. But I think the 5-pound is obviously stunning. And it makes a great gift. Some more kind of American cheeses. We have Cooperthwaite, which is a wash rind from Churchtown Dairy in upstate New York. All of my Vermont and Wisconsin are both coming in on a truck next week. So next week, this whole shelf will be full. And this is usually where imports go. It's a little bare right now because we had a warehouse sale a couple of weeks ago. So once a month for 5 hours, I turn the warehouse into a cheese shop. Anyone can come in and buy everything $25 a pound, be able to taste through more or less all of the types of cheeses that we sell and really take your time. I like to invite people in. I usually have a little refreshment table with wine and sodas and waters. And because I want to encourage people to kind of mingle, talk to each other a little bit, take their time making their decisions. And then we will cut and wrap any size pieces that you want. So anything from a quarter pound to, 3 pounds of cheese to like a whole quarter wheel, whatever you want. And I started doing that because I moved into this space in November of 2022. By that January of 2023, I was like completely out of money. Being a small business owner in New York City is incredibly expensive. So I thought I need cash flow. I need to figure this out really fast. Let me just turn the warehouse into a shop for a day, see if anybody comes and buys things. And I have been doing it every month ever since. It is so much fun. I really lucked out when I was opening the business. I moved into this space and it was already mostly built out to be a food, like FDA facility. I think somebody was making vegan yogurt in here. So this was already in here. I bought this at an auction and I had them not move it, but it comes apart. Apparently, if I ever did want to move it, it comes apart like Lego pieces. It just kind of pops open. It's also very important. Every cheese company needs to have a big sticker wall of all the different labels. Every cheese company has stickers on their refrigerators. I have been in the cheese industry for 10 years, so I've done everything from cheesemaking apprenticeship in the Berkshires of Massachusetts to cheesemongering in Chelsea Market. I worked in a cheese aging facility in Brooklyn for about 6 years before starting Hesse Cheese. When you're making cheese, you need a coagulating agent, so something that's going to turn the liquid milk into solid curd form. Traditionally, that's done with rennet, which is an enzyme that's found in the lining of an animal stomach. But in Portugal, they use rennet that they derive from the thistle plant. And you'll see the same kind of thistle growing on the sidewalks in New York City. It's got the purple flower. and kind of like spiky leaves. And the result is this like kind of custardy, creamy, almost flan-like texture, like kind of has a little jiggle to it. And then the flavor is like really fruity, almost kind of sour. And it's deeply, deeply, I don't want to say strange, but it's really strange. And the first time I ever had it, I was a cheesemonger in Chelsea Market. And up until that point, I thought that cheese was just kind of a layover to another career. It's like just something fun I was doing after college. And then when I had my first Portuguese Thistle Rennet cheese, I thought, oh no, this is it for the rest of my life. I will spend the rest of my life chasing this feeling.